12 mind tricks to learn anything fast. Are you struggling with learning something? There are many factors that contribute to why a lesson is hard to study. It could be because you lack the concentration or because the lesson is hard to grasp. Learning these mind tricks to learn anything fast will help you to learn something easier and faster. 1. Get your motivation. To be able to master something needs motivation first. Motivation is important to keep you interested in the topic you need to learn. To gather your motivation, remember the reason why you need to learn something. Start by making a list and visualize what you will achieve after mastering the lesson. Check the list every day and see if there are other things that you will achieve after accomplishing a task. By doing one of the mind tricks to learn anything fast, you will stay motivated throughout your learning process. 2. Use acronyms to memorize a lesson. If you have a hard time memorizing a lesson, you can use an acronym to help you remember a detail in a lesson. There are several types of acronym. The first is to arrange a lesson by shortening it to the first capital letter. Second is to shorten the phrase by using the first syllable of each sentence. For example, to remember steps of cleaning, take the first letter of each word in the words spray, wipe, dry, shorten it into SWD, and many more creative ways to create easy acronyms to remember. 3. Highlight the important part. Reading a whole textbook can be quite tiring to both your brain and your eyes. Exhaustion lowers your concentration level and creates an inefficient result of learning. One of the easy and most common mind tricks to learn anything fast is to highlight only the important parts of the lesson. A pointer on how to highlight the important part is to know its position. The main point of a text or a paragraph is often placed in the first sentence or the last one. Use a highlighter to mark the important lesson in the text. By doing this, you will only need to read the important parts later. 4. Record a lesson video. Some learners have their own preference for learning. Some learn by visualizing, while the others learn by listening. If you are more of a visual learner, you can learn a lesson by watching videos. Aside from watching videos you got from others, you can also learn by recording the lesson on your own. Recite the lesson and record it as a video. This way you unconsciously memorize and understand the lesson for the sake of making a perfect video. 5. Write logical links. There is an efficient and easier way to master a lesson without fully memorizing it. It is by jotting down the logical link between each statement. This way you will understand the logic of the lesson, and it will come out easily from your brain once you get the logic. A logical link is really effective to describe a process and to describe cause and effect lessons. For example, to describe a butterfly's metamorphosis is by creating the logical link caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. 6. Eat nutritious food. Studying takes a lot of mental strength. To be able to absorb the lesson is to use one of the most basic mind tricks to learn anything fast, to supply the brain with proper and sufficient nutrition. The best nutrition for the brain is omega-3. Omega-3 helps to enhance brain cells, making them quicker to process information. Foods containing omega-3 are fish and seafood in general, almonds and nuts. Try to avoid consuming more junk food and eat more omega-3 foods instead. 7. Take enough naps. Some people may think that studying all the time will help us understand the lesson even better. However, studying non-stop will only make you exhausted. The brain needs enough energy to absorb all the information. Thus, balance your study with sufficient sleeping. Take a break and get a quick nap once in a while. For example, if you have studied for an hour, take a break and take a short nap about 5 to 10 minutes before continuing your study. 8. Use metaphor to learn faster. Memorizing can be hard sometimes, especially if you do not have a speciality for remembering every little detail. However, it will be easy if you associate the lesson with something you are familiar with. You can use metaphor to link a definition with an object near you or the one that you see every day. By associating a lesson with objects you know well, you can make the lesson easier to remember. 9. Do exercise once a week. You need to keep your brain sharp so it will absorb information efficiently by working out at least once a week. Doing sports or some cardio work will exercise your mind and your nerves, thus making your brain's nerves sharper as well. If you are a beginner in a workout, you can try a simple sport like jogging, running, or yoga. Not only will these exercises help your brain work better, but they will also make you healthier. 10. Stay hydrated. Lack of concentration and attention span are the worst enemies of studying. These probably occur because you are not hydrated enough. One of the mind tricks to learn anything fast is to stay hydrated. To stay hydrated, drink a lot of water and make sure not to overwork yourself. Drink at least a glass of water before studying and drink again after 2 to 3 hours to keep yourself hydrated. 11. Have a test. To test yourself of the result of your study, prepare a simple test. You can use tests from the internet or your textbook and try to answer the questions without peeking at the book. This will help to evaluate how far you have mastered your study. This mind trick to learn anything faster can also be done with the help of your friend to act as the questioner. 12. Recite materials. Memorizing and internalizing your understanding is a different thing. Some people are able to memorize without understanding it and vice versa. To be able to master both, recite the materials frequently until your brain picks up the lesson. To be able to master both, recite the materials frequently until your brain picks up the lesson. You can read out loud your materials, and after that try to recite it without looking at the book. This helps to learn a lesson faster. In conclusion, studying is not only about being diligent about it, it is also about how you can use mind tricks to learn anything fast to improve your studying style and understand the materials even more. We hope these tricks will help you learn faster.